Hey guys, well, here we are with another video. This one actually kind of came to me today, so we're just gonna, I'm just gonna let it out and we're gonna go with it. But basically, it's about decluttering your mind. A lot of times, man, we're dealing with so many different things. It's so all the time. We're carrying so much on our plate every day that we get a little overwhelmed in our mind trying to figure out what it is that we can fix or what it is that we can handle each day. And I came up with kind of an idea in which you can be able to do that. And it's actually, it makes a lot of sense because a lot of us can relate. So basically, here's what it is. Let's imagine that you've got, just tons of issues that you're dealing with, okay? Maybe you're short on money. Maybe you got health issues. Maybe relationship issues, whatever it is. All right. We all have them. There's not one person around here that doesn't have any one of those issues at some given time. So understanding that, well, what do we do about it? A lot of times we're spinning in circles because we have no idea where to start. We don't know which one to tackle first. We don't know how we're going to get through it. So one of the things that I began to learn to do as I began to take more control over my mind and the way I think, I kind of, I guess, prioritized or organized my thoughts. And what I mean by that is I envisioned all of the things that I deal with on a daily basis. I kind of envisioned them and I categorized them all the way from the most important or the most stressful, all the way down to, it's not really that big of a deal, but it's still something. Okay. And what I did was I took those top priority, top stress, related ones, and I made those like aces, like a deck of cards. Okay. So those are my aces. And then I worked my way down. I had the kings, the queens, the jacks, tens, 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way down to twos. Okay. So when you think about it, you have the opportunity to have, 52 cards? That's 52 problems. Now, I don't know really anybody that has 52 problems that are just floating around in their head all at once. I mean, you might, and if you do, more power to you for still going on and on each day, because that's incredible. But what I am saying, though, is that gives you the option to have a lot of different problems in a lot of different spots, and you're able to, by doing that, you're able to look at them and you're able to go, okay, that one really isn't that big of a deal. Now, most of us have played poker or at least watched it on TV. You can only have 5 cards in your hand. And maybe if you're playing the tournament poker, you get 2 more cards to go with it. Okay? I understand that. So here's what's cool about it. What's cool is you need to take those 5 that you're going to hold in your hand, and all you do is go, okay, these 5 in my hand are the 5 that I can actually do something about. I can play this hand. And so you work on that. All right, maybe today you solve 2 of them. Bam. Now you can pick up 2 more. You can take on 2 more. And I'm not necessarily saying that, 5 problems is what you want to attack and ignore the rest or anything like that. Whatever's more comfortable for you. I'm using this as an analogy so that you can kind of understand how to really look at everything from a different perspective. That way it's not all just jumbled. What you're able to do at this point is you're able to tackle the ones that you know that you can do something about, and you set the other ones off to the deck. They're in the rest of the deck. They're just kind of sitting there waiting for you. Okay? As soon as you can get to them or as soon as you can do something about them, then that's when you move them over. That's when you put them in your hand. That's when you play those cards. And so in doing that, that will allow you to be able to prioritize, number one, but then also to declutter your mind. And when you think about your problems, and you can even write it down, that might even be better. Is have a sheet of paper, even make copies if you want or something, but have a sheet of paper that has all the different things and where you rank them. Okay, and you can cross them off as you go. But what that's going to do is it's going to help bring it down a little bit. It's going to bring it down where you're no longer seeing every one of your problems, like this monster truck about to run you over. Because that's what we do a lot of times. We create, or actually we inflate and exaggerate some of the things that we're dealing with. And don't get me wrong, I know, because I've had my own fair share, some things really are that big, but not all things. A lot of times we sweat a lot of the small stuff, which we should never do. But with this method, with this idea, you're able to categorize and you're able to minimize, because of your organization, it helps put a calming feeling to it, and you're able to really be able to tackle your problems and give more focus to them because you know which ones to give more focus to. So I'm not going to keep this any longer. I hope that this helped. Please be more than willing to give me some feedback. Let me know the kind of things if you want me to talk about more, if you don't want me to talk at all. I don't care, whatever. Just give me your feedback. Let me know how I can be better for you. All right? Appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great night.